Welcome to another video. For today's video, we are going to answer the set of questions from Metrobank MTAP Math Challenge 2019 Elimination Round for Grade 9, and we are going to explain in details how do we get the answer on each question. On number 1, simplify 3 raised to 0 minus 3 raised to negative 2 all over 3 raised to negative 1 plus 3 raised to negative 3. So to simplify the given expression, we are going to have 3 raised to 0, that is 1, and we have negative sign, 3 raised to negative 2, that is 1 over 3 square, over 3 raised to negative 1, that is 1 over 3 raised to 1, plus 3 raised to negative 3, that is 1 over 3 raised to 3. And to simplify, we are going to have 1 minus 1 over 3 squared, that is 9, all over 1 over 3 raised to 1, that is 3, plus 1 over 3 raised to 3, that is 27. And then, we are going to have 9 multiplied by 1, that is 9, minus 1 over 9, all over the LCM of 3 and 27 is 27. 27 divided by 3, that is 9, multiplied by 1 is 9. And then 27 divided by 27 is 1, multiplied by 1, that is 1. And to simplify, we are going to have 9 minus 1, that is 8, over 9, divided by 9 plus 1, that is 10, over 27. So let us multiply 8 and 27, and then 9 and 10. So we are going to have 8 multiplied by 27 over 9 times 10. We can cancel 8 and 10 because they are divisible by 2. So 8 becomes 4, and 10 becomes 5. And we can also cancel 27 and 9 because they are divisible by 9. So 27 becomes 3, and 9 becomes 1. To simplify, let's have 4 multiplied by 3 over 1 times 5. And that is 4 times 3 is 12. And 5 times 1 is 5. So this will be our answer, 12 over 5. Or if you want to simplify your answer in the decimal, we are going to have 2.4. And this will be our answer. On number 2, rationalize the denominator of square root of 15 minus 3 all over square root of 5 minus square root of 3 and simplify. So to simplify the given expression, let us have here square root of 15 minus 3 all over square root of 5 minus square root of 3. So to rationalize the denominator, we are going to multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate, and that is square root of 5. Since we have a negative sign, we are going to have positive sign, then square root of 3. And then let's have square root of 15 multiplied by 5. It will give us square root of 75. And then square root of 15 multiplied by square root of 3, that is positive square root of 45. And then negative 3 times square root of 5, that is negative 3 square root of 5. And then negative 3 times square root of 3, that is negative 3 square root of 3. And then let us multiply the denominator. So whenever we multiply a conjugate, let us multiply the first term to first term and last term to last term. Square root of 5 times square root of 5, that is square root of 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. And then negative times positive is negative. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. So let us simplify. Since 75 is factorable by 25 and 3, also square root of 45, that is 9 and 5. Then let us write this one. Negative 3 square root of 5 minus 3 square root of 3. And then let us subtract 5 minus 3, that is 2. The square root of 25, that is 5 square root of 3, and then square root of 9, that is 3, square root of 5, minus 3, square root of 5, minus 3, square root of 3, all over 2. So we can cancel 3 square root of 5 and negative 3 square root of 5, and then let's subtract 5 square root of 3 minus 3 square root of 3. It will give us 2 square root of 3, and then divide by 2. So we can cancel this one. So our answer is square root of 3. This will be our answer. On number 3, simplify square root of 72 plus square root of 32 minus square root of 2. So whenever we add or subtract radicals, we must have the same radicand and same index. In our given, we don't have the same radicand, but we have the same index. But to simplify the given expression, since 72 is factorable by 36 and 2, and 32 is factorable by 16 and 2, and then let us write negative square root of 2. So the square root of 36 is 6. It will give us 6 square root of 2 plus the square root of 16, that is 4 square root of 2 minus square root of 2. So to simplify, 6 square root of 2 plus 4 square root of 2 minus 1 square root of 2, it will give us 9 square root of 2, and this will be our answer. On number 4, simplify quantity of b raised to 4x minus 3y over b raised to 3x plus 2y raised to x multiplied by the quantity of b raised to 3x plus 6y all over b minus 2x plus 4y raised to y. So to simplify the given expression, let us use x raised to a over x raised to b. It will give us x raised to a minus b. So to simplify, let us subtract the exponent because we have the same base. So let's have b raised to 4x minus 3y minus 3x plus 2y raised to x multiplied by b raised to 3x plus 6y minus negative 2x plus 4y raised to y. So to simplify, let's have b raised to 4x minus 3y, and then let us distribute the negative sign. It will give us negative 3x minus 2y raised to x multiplied by b raised to 3x plus 6y. Let us distribute the negative sign. It will give us positive 2x minus 4y raised to y. And then let's have b 4x minus 3x, that is x, and then negative 3y minus 2y, that is negative 5y raised to x multiplied by b 3x plus 2x, that is 5x, and then 6y minus 4y, that is positive 2y raised to y. And then let us distribute the exponent. Let's have b raised to x times x, that is x squared, and then negative 5y multiplied by x, that is negative 5xy, multiplied by b raised to 5x multiplied by y, that is 5xy, and then 2y multiplied by y, that is 2y squared. Since we have the same base, let us copy the base and then add the exponent. Let's have x squared minus 5xy plus 5xy plus 2y squared. So let us cancel this one. So our answer will be b raised to x squared plus 2y squared. And this will be our answer. On number 5, what constant should be added to x squared minus 10x to make it a perfect square? So to make x squared minus 10x as a perfect square, let's have x squared minus 10x plus blank. We are looking for this number to make this expression a perfect square. So since we have an even number, let us simply divide 10 by 2, that is negative 10, divide by 2, that is negative 5. And then we are going to square the result. It will give us 25. So our answer will be 25. On number 6, find the larger root of 10x squared minus x equals 3. So to find the larger root, let us find first the roots of this equation. So let's have 10x squared minus x equals 3. And then let us move 3 to the side of 10x squared minus x. So let's have 10x squared minus x minus 3 equals 0. And let us find the factors of 10x squared minus x minus 3. Since the value of a is 10, let us have 10 multiplied by negative 3. It will give us negative 30. And what are the numbers? If you are going to multiply, it will give us negative 30. And if you are going to add, it will give us negative 1. And that is negative 6 and positive 5. So let us have 10x squared. And let us change negative x by negative 6x and 5x. So let us put first 5, because we can factor 3 and 5 if we are going to put first negative 6x. So let's have 5x minus 6x minus 3. If you are going to add this one, it will give us negative x. So let us factor by group. So the greatest common factor of 10x squared plus 5x is 5x. And 10x squared divided by 5x, that is 2x. And then 5x divided by 5x, that is 1. And then the greatest common factor of 6x minus 3, that is 3. And then 6x divided by 3, it will give us 2x. And then we have negative 3 divided by negative 3, that is positive 1. So to simplify, let us have here 2x plus 1 and 5x minus 3. So let us equate this one to 0. That is 2x plus 1 equals 0 and 5x minus 3 equals 0. So let us move 1 to the side of 0. That is 2x equals negative 1. Divide both sides by 2. It will give us x is negative 1/2. And then 5x, let us move negative 3 to the side of 0. That is positive 3. Divide both sides by 5. So x is 3 over 5. Since we are looking for the larger root, so the larger root is 3 over 5. And this will be our answer. For number 7, solve the inequality 2x squared minus 7x minus 4 less than or equal to 0. So express your answer in interval notation. So how can we find the solution for the inequality? So let us have 2x squared minus 7x minus 4 less than or equal to 0. And then let us find the factors of 2x squared minus 7x minus 4. And that is 2x plus 1 and x minus 4. If you are going to multiply 2x plus 1 and x minus 4, it will give us 2x squared minus 7x minus 4 less than or equal to 0. So let us have here 2x plus 1 equal to 0 and x minus 4 equal to 0. So let us have 2x and let's move 1 to the side of 0, that is negative 1. Divide both sides by 2. So x will be negative 1/2 and x is 4. Now, so to find the solution for the inequality, let us have a number line test. So let us have here a number line. So this will be positive infinity, and this will be negative infinity. And let's have negative 1/2, and let's have 4. So let us check first if negative 1/2 and 4 is belong to the solution. So if we are going to have negative 1/2 substituted in this equation, it will make it true. So therefore, negative 1/2 is belong to the solution. So we are going to use shaded. That means negative 1/2 is belong to the solution. And if we are going to substitute 4 to this expression, it will make it true. It will make it less than or equal to 0. Therefore, 4 is also included in the solution. Now, let us check which of this region is our solution. Let's say, for example, numbers greater than 4. Let's say 5. Let's have 2 times 5 plus 1 multiplied by 5 minus 4 less than or equal to 0. 2 times 5, that is 10, plus 1, that is 11, multiplied by 5 minus 4, that is 1, less than or equal to 0. So that is 11 less than or equal to 0. So this will be false. So this part of the solution is not belong to the solution. What about in the middle? So let's say the middle of negative 1/2 and 4, let's say 0. So let's have 2 times 0 plus 1 multiplied by 0 minus 4 less than or equal to 0. 2 multiplied by 0, that is 0 plus 1, that is 1. And multiplied by negative 4, it will give us negative 4 less than or equal to 0. So this will be true. So therefore, this part is belong to the solution. So let us shade this one. How about on the other side? So let's say negative 2. 2 multiplied by negative 2 plus 1 multiplied by negative 2 minus 4 less than or equal to 0. 2 multiplied by negative 2, that is negative 4, plus 1, that is negative 3. Multiplied by negative 2 minus 4, that is negative 6, less than or equal to 0. It will give us 18, less than or equal to 0. This will be false. So therefore, our solution is from negative 1/2 up to 4. So that means our answer will be x less than or equal to 4, greater than or equal to negative 1/2. But we have to express our answer in interval notation. So therefore, we are going to use bracket because negative 1/2 is belong to the solution, that is negative 1/2. And then 4 is also included, that is 4, then bracket. So this will be our answer. For number 8, find the sum of the distinct roots of x plus 2 over x squared minus 6 times x plus 2 over x plus 9 equals 0. So the fastest way to answer this question, let x as x plus 2 over x. So we are going to substitute x as x plus 2 over x. So if we are going to have this equation, we are going to have x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 0. So let us find the factors of this equation. The factors of x squared, that is x and x. And what are the two numbers? If we multiply, we can get 9. And if we are going to add, we can get negative 6. That is negative 3 and negative 3. Since we are going to have x minus 3, let's have x minus 3 equals 0. And then let us substitute the value of x, which is x plus 2 over x minus 3 equals 0. And to eliminate the denominator, let us multiply the whole equation by x. X times x is x squared. X multiplied by 2 over x, that is 2. And then x times negative 3, that is negative 3x equals 0. So let us write this one into standard form. that is x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Since we are looking for the sum will be negative b over a. So the value of a is 1, b is negative 3, and c is 2. So let us have negative times negative 3, and the value of a, that is 1. Negative times negative is positive. 3 divided by 1, that is 3. So this will be the sum of the roots, and this will be our answer. On number 9, list down all possible values of the constant k so that 3x squared minus 2kx plus 2 equals 0 has 2 equal roots. So to list down all possible value of the constant k, let us have the discriminant, that is d equals b squared minus 4ac. So let us identify the given. So the value of a, that is 3. The value of b will be negative 2k, and the value of c will be 2. So to find the value of k, let us substitute this one to the given equation. So b, that is negative 2k square minus 4 times a, that is 3, multiplied by c, that is 2. And then negative 2k raised to 2, that is positive 4k square. Then negative 4 times 3 multiplied by 2, that is negative 24. And then let us move negative 24 on the other side. It will give us 24 equals 4k square. Let us divide the whole equation by 4. Let us cancel this one. So k square will be 24 divided by 4, that is 6. So to find the value of k, let us square both sides of the equation. So k will be positive and negative square root of 6. So this will be the value of k. On number 10, find the range of values of b if 2x squared plus bx plus 8 equals 0 has no real roots. So we have to express our answer in interval. So since we are talking about range, we are talking about k. And the value of k is 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So to find the range, let us substitute the value of a, b, and c. So we are going to have 4. The value of a will be 2. And c, that is 8. And then negative, that is b. Then square over 4 times 2 equals 0. To simplify, let us have 4 times 2 times 8, that is 64, minus b squared over 4 times 2, that is 8, equals 0. And then let us have 64 divided by 8 minus b squared divided by 8 equals 0. So 64 divided by 8, that is 8 minus b squared over 8. So let us move negative b squared over 8 to the side of 0. That is b squared over 8 equals 8. And then let us multiply the whole equation by 8. So b squared, let us cancel this one. And then 8 times 8 is 64. And then to find the value of b, so let us cancel this one. So b is square root of 64, that is positive and negative 8. Since we are going to express our answer in interval, so our answer will be negative 8 and 8. So this will be our answer. On number 11, what is the sum of the roots of x squared plus 5x minus 7 equals 0? So to find the sum of the roots, we are going to use the formula sum, that is negative b over a. And since we have equation x squared plus 5x minus 7, that is already written in standard form. So the value of a, that is 1. The value of b, that is 5. and the value of c, that is negative 7. So to find the sum, we are going to have negative and then the value of b, that is 5, and then the value of a, that is 1. So the answer will be negative 5. So this will be the sum of the roots. For number 12, if r and s are the roots of x squared minus 6x plus 4 equals 0, find r plus s minus rs. So how can we find r plus s minus rs? So let us write the equation, that is x squared minus 6x plus 4 equals 0. And let us identify the value of a, which is 1, and the value of b, that is negative 6, and the value of c, that is 4. Since we are looking for r plus s minus rs, so as you can see, so this will be the sum of the roots, and this will be the product. So the formula to find the sum, that is negative b over a, and the formula to find the product, that is c over a. So since we have a negative sign, we are going to have negative and then the value of b, that is negative 6, and then the value of a, that is 1. So negative multiplied by negative 6 divided by 1, that is positive 6. So this will be the sum. And then the product will be c, that is 4 over 1, that is 4. So if you have r plus s, so this will be the sum, that is 6 minus the product, which is 4, that is 6 minus 4, the answer will be 2, and this will be the answer. On number 13, the roots of 2x squared minus 3kx minus 2 equals 0, where k is not equal to 0 is a constant, and the value of x is 3k plus or minus square root of 36k plus 16 all over 4, find the value of k. So how can we find the value of k in this set of question? If you can still remember the quadratic formula, that is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So as you can see, the value of x is written in the form of quadratic formula. Meaning to say, the value of b squared here, that is 36k. So the technique in answering this question, to find the value of a, we are going to equate the value of b squared equals to itself. Since we already know the value of b squared on the other side, that is 36k, so let us find the value of b squared on this equation. So the value of b, that is negative 3k. So let us substitute in this equation, that is negative 3k squared equals b squared, that is 36k. Negative 3k squared, that is 9k squared, equals 36k. And let's divide both sides by 9. So let us cancel this one. K squared equals 36 divided by 9, that is 4k. So let us move 4k to the side of k squared. So we have k squared minus 4k equals 0. So let us factor this one. So will be that is k and k minus 4. So let us equate to 0. So k equals to 0 and k minus 4 equal to 0. So the value of k is 4. Since the value of k is not equal to 0, so the value of k is 4, and this will be our answer. On number 14, the roots of x squared minus 6x plus 7 equals 0 are r and s, while the roots of x squared plus bx plus c equals 0 are negative r and negative s. Find the value of b. So what are we going to do to find the value of b in this question? First, let us identify the equation. That is x squared minus 6x plus 7 equals 0. And then let us identify the value of a, that is 1, the value of b, that is negative 6, and the value of c is 7. So to find the value of b, we are going to use the formula for the sum of the roots, that is r plus s, that is negative b over a. So since we have a negative sign and the value of b is negative 6, and then the value of a, that is 1, negative times negative 6 divided by 1, the answer is 6. So this will be the sum of the roots, that is 6. And then let us equate this one to the value of the roots of x squared plus bx plus c, and that is negative r plus negative s. So since we have a negative sign, let us factor the negative sign. So we have negative times r plus s. So since we have r plus s, that is the sum, that is negative b over a. So the value of r plus s, we have 6. And then we have negative sign, that is negative b. So this will be the value of b. And the value of a, that is 1. So negative times 6, that is negative 6. And then negative b. Let us divide by negative sign. So the value of b is positive 6. And this should be our answer. On number 15, list down all the roots of 2x minus 3 all over 3x minus 8 equals 5x minus 11 all over 4x minus 6. So to list down all the roots, let us cross multiply. Let us have 2x minus 3 multiplied by 4x minus 6 equals 5x minus 11 times 3x minus 8. And then let us use FOIL method. 2x times 4x, it will give us 8x squared. And then 2x times negative 6, that is negative 12x. And then negative 3 times 4x, that is negative 12x. And negative 3 multiplied by negative 6, it gives us positive 18. And then on the other side, 5x times 3x, it will give us 15x squared. And then 5x times negative 8, that is negative 40x. And then negative 11 multiplied by 3x, that is negative 33x. And then negative 11 multiplied by negative 8 will give us positive 88. And then let us simplify. Let us have 8x squared. Let us add this one. It will give us 24x plus 18. And then 15x squared. Let us add. That is negative 73x plus 88. And then let us move this one on the other side of the equation. It will give us 15x squared minus 8x squared. Then let us write negative 73x plus 24x plus 88 minus 18. And then we have 15x squared minus 8x squared, that is 7x squared. And then negative 73x plus 24x, that is negative 49x. And then 88 minus 18, that is 70. And then equal to 0. Then after that, let us minimize the equation because the value of a, b, and c are divisible by 7. So let's divide the whole equation by 7. So it will give us x squared. 49 divided by 7, that is 7x plus 10 equals 0. Then after that, let us factor this one. Let us have the factors of x squared, that is x and x. And then what are the two numbers? If we multiply, we can get positive 10, and if we add, we can get negative 7. And that is negative 5 and negative 2. So let us equate this one to 0. So let us write here. So x minus 5 equals 0, and x minus 2 equals 0. So let us have x equals 5 and x equals 2. So the value of x is 5 and 2. On number 16, list down all the roots of x plus 3 equals square root of 4x plus 17. So to list down all the roots of the given equation, let us have x plus 3 equals square root of 4x plus 17. So the first thing that we're going to do is to eliminate the radical sign. And in order for us to do that, let us square both sides of the equation. So we have x plus 3 square, that is x multiplied by itself, that is x square. And then x multiplied by 3, that is 3x, times the constant 2, that is 6x. And then 3 multiplied by itself, that is 9. And then we are going to cancel this one. You are going to have 4x plus 17. And then we are going to move 4x plus 17 on the other side of the equation. It will give us x squared plus 6x minus 4x plus 9 minus 17 equals 0. And then let us simplify. We have x squared, 6x minus 4x, that is 2x. And then 9 minus 17, that is negative 8, equals 0. So let us factor this one. So the factors of x squared, that is x and x. And what are the two numbers? If we multiply, we can get negative 8. And if we add, we can get positive 2. And that is positive 4 and negative 2. And then let us equate to 0. That is x plus 4 equals 0. And x minus 2 equals 0. So x will be negative 4 and x is positive 2. But let us check whether negative 4 and 2 is belong to the solution. If you are going to substitute negative 4, you are going to have negative 4 plus 3 equals 4 times negative 4 plus 17. So this will be negative 1. And this will be 4 times negative 1 or negative 4, that is negative 16 plus 1, that is square root of 1. So you're going to have negative 1 equals 1. So therefore, 4 is not included in the solution. What about 2? You're going to have 2 plus 3 equals square root of 4 times 2 plus 17. So 2 plus 3, that is 5. And then 4 times 2 plus 17, it will give us 25. And the square root of 25 is 5. So meaning to say, so the roots or the solution for this equation, that is 2. And this will be our answer. On number 17, a rectangular garden is 9 meters by 11 meters. A pathway of uniform width will be constructed around the garden, forming a larger rectangle with area of 120 meters square. How wide in meters should be the pathway? So let us illustrate the given. So if we are going to have a rectangle, that is 9 meters by 11 meters, and let us have another rectangle So according to our given, a pathway of uniform width will be constructed around the garden. So if we are going to add here, let us represent this one as x. And this will be x, and let us have here x and x. So the measure of this side will be 2x plus 9. That is x plus x, that is 2x plus 9. And this side will be 2x plus 11. That is x plus x is 2x plus 11. And we have the given area, that is 120 meters square. So to find the area, that is area equals length times width. So we have 120 equals 2x plus 9 multiplied by 2x plus 11. So let us simplify. We have 120 equals 2x multiplied by 2x, that is 4x squared, and 2x times 11, that is 22x. 9 multiplied by 2x, that is 18x, and 9 multiplied by 11 is 99. So let us move 120 on the other side, and let us have 4x squared. Let us add this one, 22x plus 18x, that is 40x. And 99 minus 120 equals 0. So let us have here 4x squared plus 40x. 99 minus 120, that is negative 21, equals 0. So let us find the factors of the given equation. So if we are going to factor this one, we are going to have 2x and 2x. So this will be positive and negative. And then let us have 21 and positive 1. So if we are going to multiply this one, you are going to have 4x squared plus 40x minus 21. So let us equate this one to 0. So 2x plus 21 equals 0. And 2x minus 1 equals 0. So therefore, we are going to have 2x equals 21. Divide both sides by 2. So this will be negative 21. So x is negative 21 over 2. And 2x equals 1. Divide both sides by 2. So x is positive 1/2. So we are going to take the positive, and this will be the value of x. So if we are going to substitute this one, 2 times 1/2, that is 1, plus 9, that is 10. And 2 times 1/2 is 1, plus 11, that is 12. So if you multiply 10 and 12, you're going to have 120 meters square. So the answer is 1/2 or 0.5 meters. So this will be our answer. For number 18, what is the vertex of y equals 2x squared minus 8x minus 3? Since we are talking about vertex, that is h and k, and to find h and k, let us identify the value of a, that is 2, and the value of b, that is negative 8, and the value of c, that is negative 3. So to find the value of h, we are going to have negative b over 2a. So let us substitute the value of b and a. So since we have negative, the value of b is negative 8. Divide by 2 times the value of a, that is 2. So we have negative multiplied by negative 8, that is positive 8. Divide by 2 times 2 is 4. And 8 divided by 4, that is 2. And this will be the value of h. And to find the value of k, I'm going to use c minus b squared over 4a. So instead of using 4ac minus b squared over 4a, I'm going to use this formula. So the value of c, that is negative 3, minus b, that is negative 8, square over 4 times the value of a, that is 2. And then let us write negative 3 minus negative 8 squared, that is 64, divide by 4 times 2, that is 8. So let us simplify. Let us have negative 3 minus 64 divided by 8, that is 8. And negative 3 minus 8, that is negative 11. And this will be the value of k. Since we are looking for the vertex, that is h and k, so our answer will be 2 and negative 11. And this will be our answer. For number 19, find c if the range of y equals negative 3x squared plus 30x plus c is from negative infinity up to 40. So how do we find the value of c using the given range of the equation? So since we are looking for the value of c and we are talking about the range will be the value of k. And the value of k will be c minus b squared over 4a. It is same with the formula 4ac minus b squared over 4a. But instead of using that formula, I'm going to use this one. So since we have the value of k, that is 40, we are going to have 40 equals c minus the value of b, that is 30, and then square, and then 4 times the value of a, that is negative 3. So let us simplify. Let us have 40 equals c minus 30 squared, that is 900. And then 4 multiplied by negative 3, that is negative 12. And then let us simplify. Let us have 40 equals c. Negative 900 divided by negative 12, that is positive 75. So let us move 75 to the side of 40. It will give us c equals 40 minus 75. So therefore, the value of c is negative 35. And this will be our answer. On our last example, the vertex of the graph of y equals 3x squared plus 12x plus c is negative 2 and negative 5. Find the constant c. So just like in example number 19, we are looking for the value of c. But this time, we have the given vertex, that is h and k. So to find the value of c, let us have the value of k. K equals c minus b squared over 4a. So the value of a will be 3, the value of b will be 12, and c is equal to itself. Since the value of k, that is negative 5, and then c minus b, that is 12, and then we have a square over 4 times 3, and then let us have negative 5 equals c minus 12 square, that is 144, divided by 4 times 3, that is 12. So let us simplify. We have negative 5 equals c. Negative 144 divided by 12, that is negative 12. So let us write here. Let us move negative 12 to the side of negative 5. It will give us c equals negative 5 plus 12. And then c equals negative 5 plus 12, that is positive 7. And this will be the value of c. On number 21, the quadratic function f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c has zeros, negative 2 and 4, and its graph has vertex 1 and negative 18. Find the constant a. So the first thing that we're going to do to find the value of a is to identify the equation written in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. And in order for us to do that, let us have x equals negative 2 and x equals 4. So if you're going to move negative 2 to the side of x, it will be x plus 2. And this one is x minus 4. And if you are going to multiply this one, we have x times x, that is x squared. And then x multiplied by negative 4, that is negative 4x. And then 2 times x, that is 2x. And then 2 multiplied by negative 4, that is negative 8. So to simplify, x squared minus 4x or 2x rather, because negative 4x plus 2x, that is negative 2x minus 8, equals to 0. So this one is written in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. So let me write a times x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So this will be a times x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. And since we have the given vertex, that is 1 and negative 18, so this will be h and k, we are going to compare the value of k in this equation to the given vertex. So to find the value of k, let's have c minus b squared over 4a. So the value of c in this equation is negative 8. And then b, that is negative 2, raised by 2 over 4 times the value of a, that is 1. So to simplify, we have negative 8 minus negative 2 squared, that is 4, over 4. Let us rewrite negative 8. Negative 4 divided by 4, that is negative 1. So the value of k here is negative 9. Now, since the value of k is negative 9, what must be the value or number that we are going to multiply in order for us to get negative 18? So that is negative 9 multiplied by 2, that is negative 18. So therefore, the value of a is positive 2. So this will be our answer. So if you want to check if your answer is correct, let us have 2 times x squared minus 2x minus 8, and then 2x squared minus 4x minus 16. And using this equation, if you are going to find the value of k, you are going to have negative 18. And if you are going to find the value of h, you are going to have positive 1. So therefore, our answer is 2. This will be our answer. On number 22, the graph of y equals x squared minus 3 is shifted 3 units to the right and 7 units down. Find the corresponding quadratic function in the form of y equals ax squared plus bx plus c for the resulting graph. Since we have the equation y equals x squared minus 3, and if you are going to identify the vertex of this equation, this will be 0 and negative 3. So this will be the value of h and the value of k. Now, since in our given we have 3 units to the right, whenever you have a unit shifted to the right or to the left, this will be add or subtract to the value of h. So if you have 0 here and 3 units to the right, that is positive 3. And then 7 units down, whenever you have up and down, this will be add or subtract to the value of k. So if you have negative 3, 7 units down will be negative 7. And then, to simplify, the value of h is 0 plus 3, that is 3. And the value of k, that is negative 3, and negative 7, that is negative 10. So this will be the value of h and k. So using the vertex, we can now easily write our equation in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. So let us have y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. So the value of a is 1. So we are not going to write that. That is x minus h, that is 3 square, then k, that is negative 10. So to simplify, x multiplied by itself, that is x squared, and then x multiplied by negative 3, that is negative 3x times the constant 2, that is negative 6x. Negative 3 multiplied by itself, that is positive 9 minus 10. So our answer will be y equals x squared minus 6x. 9 minus 10, that is negative 1, and this will be our answer. On number 23, Find the largest possible product of two numbers if the sum of the first and twice the second is 12. So how can we answer this question? So let us have the sum of the first and twice the second is 12, and that will be x plus 2y equals 12. So the first number will be x and the second number will be y, and that is x plus 2y equals 12. Now, to find the largest possible product of two numbers, let us set a numbers for x and y to be substituted in this equation to make it 12. So let's say, for example, the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 5. If you are going to substitute x and y, we are going to have 12. And then, let's say we have 4. What must be the value of y if x is 4 to make it 12? So that is 4. Another, let's have 6. What must be the value of y if x is 6 to make it 12? That is 3. Also, let's have 8 as x and y as 2. And then 10. And the value of y will be 1. So if you are going to substitute these values of x and these values of y, you are going to have 12 in this equation. Now, let us identify the product of this number. 2 multiplied by 5, that is 10. 4 times 4 is 16. 6 times 3, that is 18. And then 8 times 2, that is 16. 10 times 1, that is 10. So now the question here, find the largest possible product of two numbers. So the largest possible product is 18. So therefore, our answer is 18. On number 24, suppose y varies directly as x. If y is 7 when x is 4, find x when y is 28. So to find the value of x, let us determine first the equation. Since we have y varies directly as x, that is y equals kx. So let us find first the value of k using the first set of given. So y will be 7 and x will be 4, that is 4k. Let us divide this one by 4. So the value of k will be 7 over 4. And then, let us have y equals kx. So the value of y will be 28. We are looking for x, and the value of k will be 7 over 4 x. So let us multiply 4 by 28. Let's have 28 over 4 equals 7x. Let us divide this one by 7. Let us cancel this one. So 28 divided by 7, that is 4. And 4 times 4, that is 16. And the value of x is 16. And this would be our answer. For number 25, suppose r varies directly as the square of s and inversely as t if r is 4 when s is 3 and t is 6. Find r when s is 6 and t is 4. So to find the value of r, let us have the equation. That is r equals k varies directly as the square of s, that is s square, inversely as t. So let us find first the value of k using the first set of given. So r will be 4, and then s will be 3, that is 3 square, and then k over t, that is 6. So let us have 4 equals 3 square, that is 9, k over 6. So we can cancel 9 and 6. So therefore, 9 becomes 3 and 6 becomes 2. It will give us 2 multiplied by 4, that is 8, equals 3k. We are going to divide both sides by 3. So the value of k, that is 8 over 3. And let us use this one to find the value of r. So let us have r equals k s squared over t. So let us have the value of k, that is 8 over t, or 3, and then s, that is 6 squared over the value of t, that is 4. So let us have 8 over 3, and then 6 squared, that is 36, over 4. So let us divide 36 by 3. So it will give us 8, and then 36 divided by 3, that is 12 over 4. So 12 divided by 4, that is 3, and 8 times 3, that is 24. So this will be the value of r. On number 26, let a, b, and c be positive quantities such that a varies directly as b and inversely as c. If c is increases and b is decreases, will a increase or decrease? If we are going to write the equation for this question, we are going to have a equals kb over c, because a varies directly as b and inversely as c. Always remember, when a varies directly as b, if the value of a increases, the value of b is also increases. But if the value of a decreases, the value of b is also decreases. And if you are going to have a equals k over c, that is a varies inversely as c, if the value of a increases, the value of c decreases. And if the value of a decreases, the value of c increases. Since in our given, if c increases, therefore the value of a decreases. And if b decreases, also the value of a will decrease. Therefore, our answer, the value of a will be decrease. And this will be our answer. On number 27, it takes 10 hours for 6 painters to paint a house. How many hours would it take 15 painters? So to find the number of hours, let us write the given. Let us have 10 hours for 6 painters. And then let us have the number of hours for 15 painters. So this question is an example of inverse variation. So this one will be represented as y and this one as x. So let us have y equals k over x. So let us find the value of the constant using the first set of given. So this will be 10 equals k over 6. So let us have k equals 6 multiplied by 10. The value of k is 60. And let us find now the number of hours using the value of k and the second set of given. So let us have y equals k over x. We have the value of k, that is 60, and the value of x will be 15. So the number of hours is 60 divided by 15 is 4. So 4 hours, and this will be our answer. On number 28, the sides of a triangle are in the ratio of 3:4:6. Find the longest side in centimeter if the perimeter is 52 centimeters. So the fastest way to answer this question, let us have 3:4:6. So the longest side will be given as 6 as ratio. So let us have 6 over the sum of the ratios, that is 3 plus 4 plus 6, it will give us 13. And then let us multiply this one by the given perimeter. It will give us 6 times 52 over 13. So we can divide 52 and 13, and that is 4. It will give us 6 multiplied by 4. So therefore, 6 times 4 is 24 centimeters. And this will be the measure of the longest side. On number 29, the angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 2:3:3:4. We are going to find the smallest angle. So if we have the ratio 2:3 is to 3 is to 4, and we all know that the sum of interior angle of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So the fastest way to answer this question, let us take the smallest ratio, that is 2, because we are looking for the smallest angle. And then let us divide this one by the sum of the ratios, that is 12. And let's multiply this one by 360 degrees. So we can cancel 2 and 12 because the greatest common factors is 2. So 2 becomes 1 and 12 becomes 6. So it will give us 1 times 360 degrees over 6. 360 degrees divided by 6 multiplied by 1, it will give us 60 degrees. And this will be the measure of the smallest angle of a quadrilateral. On number 30, if the quantity of x plus y is to y such that 17 is to 6, find the quantity of x minus y is to y. So to find the value of x and y, let us have y, which is equal to 6. So if we have y equal to 6, therefore x plus y is equal to 17. So therefore, let us have x plus y equals 17. And the value of y, that is 6, equals 17. So let us move 6 to the side of 17. It will give us x equals 17 minus 6. And the value of x will be 11. So if the value of x is 11 and the value of y is 6, let us substitute this one to the given ratio. That is the quantity of x minus y is to y. So it will be 11 minus 6 is to 6. 11 minus 6, that is 5, is to 6. And this will be our answer. On number 31, how many 3-digit number can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 if the digits are unique? So to identify the number of 3-digit number that can be formed using the given numbers, let us have 3 blanks. 1, 2, 3. On the first blank, how many numbers that can we write in the first blank? So we have 5 numbers here. So all of the numbers can be written here. So therefore, we are going to write 5. And then, on the second blank, how many numbers that can we write on the second blank? So we are going to write 4 because one of the number is written in the first blank. So there are only 4. Followed by 3 because 2 of the numbers is written in the first and second blank. So to find the number of 3 digits, we are going to multiply 5 times 4 times 3. It will give us 60. And this will be our answer. On number 32, a class has 20 girls and 30 boys. Half of the girls and 1/3 of the boys wear eyeglasses. If a student is picked at random from this class, what is the probability of these students wearing eyeglasses? So this problem is an example of probability of an event. In probability of an event, we are going to use the formula. Probability of an event equals number of favorable outcomes divided by the number of possible outcomes. Since the number of students in a class is 50, the number of possible outcomes is 50. And we are looking for the number of favorable outcomes. So to find the number of favorable outcomes, we are going to have 20 girls and 1/2 of the girls is 10. And then we have 30 boys and 1/3 of the boys is 10. That is 30 times 1 divided by 3 is 10. So therefore, the students wearing eyeglasses is 20. So therefore, the number of favorable outcome is 20. So let us have 20 over 50. So it will give us 2 over 5. So the probability of the students wearing eyeglasses is 2 over 5. And this will be our answer. On number 33, the three sides of a triangle have integer length. If two sides have lengths 4 and 9, what is the least possible length of the third side? So whenever you encounter this kind of problem, how can you find the least possible length of the third side? So to find the least possible length of the third side, let us have x greater than 9 minus 4. So these are the two sides of a triangle, less than 9 plus 4. And to simplify, it will give us x greater than 9 minus 4, that is 5, and then less than 9 plus 4, that is 13. So the largest possible value is not be equal to 13. So the largest possible value is 12. But since we are looking for the least possible value, it can't be equal to 5. So therefore, the least possible value of x in the given triangle is 6. Because the range of values of x is 5 to 13. And 5 is not included together with 13. So the value of x is 6. That will be our answer. On number 34, in triangle ABC, angle A equals 71 degrees and angle C equals 67 degrees. Which of the three sides of a triangle is the shortest? So to identify which of the side is shortest, let us illustrate the given. So let us have triangle A, B, and C. Angle A measures 71 degrees. Angle C measures 67 degrees. And we all know that the interior angle of a triangle measures 180 degrees. Let us have 71 degrees plus 67 degrees. If you are going to add this one, it will give us 138 degrees. And to find the measure of angle B, let us have 180 degrees minus 138 degrees. And it will give us 42 degrees. So this will be the measure of angle B, 42 degrees. Since angle B will be the smallest angle, the opposite side of angle B will be the shortest side. So therefore, the shortest side in the given triangle is side AC. And this will be our answer. On number 35, in the given figure, angle ADB equals 120 degrees and angle CDB equals 140 degrees and AD equals CD. If AB equals 3x minus 6 and CB equals 24, what are the possible values of x? So to find the possible value of x, let us equate 3x minus 6 less than 24. We use less than because the opposite angle of 3x minus 6 is 120 degrees, which is less than 140. So let us have this equation. So let us have 3x less than 24 plus 6, that is 3x less than 24 plus 6, that is 30. And let us divide this one by 3. So x is less than 30 divided by 3, that is 10. And then, let us have 3x minus 6 greater than 0. So to have the value of x, that is 3x greater than 6, divide both sides by 3. So let us have x greater than 6 divided by 3, that is 2. So therefore, the range of the possible value of x, that is x greater than 2 but less than 10. And this will be our answer. In the given figure, we have 4 parallel lines consist of AG, BH, CI, and DJ, and we are going to use this figure in order for us to answer the given set of questions. On number 36, angle AGF equals 3x, angle GFH equals 48 degrees, and angle FEC equals 2x plus 4y, find the value of y. So to find the value of y, let us identify the given. Since we have AGF, that is 3x, angle GFH, which is 48 degrees, and FEC, that is 2x plus 4y. Since we have two parallel lines cut by transversal, angle AGF is equal to angle GFH because of alternate interior angle. And all alternate interior angles are equal. Therefore, we are going to have 3x equals 48. So let us find the value of x. Let us divide this one by 3. X equals 48 divided by 3, that is 16. And this will be the value of x. And then, since angle GFH is 48, which is vertical to this angle, that means the measure of BFE is also 48 degrees. Since we have two angles on the same side, it will give us the idea that 2x plus 4y plus 48 degrees are supplementary. So let us find the value of y. Let us substitute the value of x. 2 multiplied by 16 plus 4y plus 48 equals 180 degrees. 2 multiplied by 16, that is 32, plus 4y plus 48 equals 180 degrees. 32 plus 48, that is 80, equals 180. So let us move 80 to the side of 180, that is 4y, equals 180 minus 80, that is 100. So let us divide both sides by 4. It will give us 100 divided by 4, that is 25. And this will be the value of y, and this will be our answer. On number 37, if AB equals 5, BC equals 6, CD is 4, and GJ is 21, find the value of HJ. So let us have AB, that is 5, and then BC, that is 6, and then CD, that is 4, and the measure of GJ, that is 21, and we are looking for the measure of HJ. So to find the measure of HJ, let us use similarity. Since we have GJ, which is corresponding to AB, or AD rather, and then HJ, which is corresponding to BD. So let us have GJ, that is 21, and let us represent HJ as x, and then AD, that is the sum of the measure of AB, BC, and CD, that is 15. And then BD, that is the sum of BC and CD, that is 10. So let us simplify. Let us write 21 over x. And let us simplify 15 over 10. Let us write 15 as 3 and 10 as 2 because they are divisible by 5. So let us have now 3 over 2. And let us multiply 21 multiplied by 2 and 3x. Divide both sides by 3. 21 divided by 3, that is 7. And 7 times 2, the value of x is 14. And this will be our answer. On number 38, GH equals 3, HI equals 5, HF, that is 2.25, we are looking for the value of IE. So let us write first the given. GH, that is 3. HI, that is 5. And then HF, that is 2.25. And let us represent the value of IE as x. Since the measure of this angle is equal to the measure of angle I, therefore we have two similar triangles. That is, triangle GHF is similar to triangle GIE. So therefore, we have GH, which is corresponding to GI. Then, let us have HF, which is corresponding to IE. So let us have GH, that is 3. And then HF, that is 2.25. And then the value of IE, that is the sum of measure of GH and HI, which is 8, over IE as x. So let us multiply. 3 multiplied by x, that is 3x. And then 8 multiplied by 2.25, that is 18. And let us divide both sides by 3. So the value of x is 6. And this will be the measure of IE. And this will be our answer. On number 39, GH as 15, HI equals 25, IJ, that is y, AB as x, BC is 20, CD is 8. Find the sum of x and y. So let us identify the given. So GH, that is 15, HI 25, IJ as y, AB as x, BC, that is 20, and CD as 8. So to find the sum of x and y, let us find the value of each variable. So let us find first the value of x. So let us have GH. GH is corresponding to AB. And HI is corresponding to BC. So GH is 15, HI is 25, AB as x, BC as 20. So we can cancel 15 and 25 because they are divisible by 5. 15 becomes 3 and 25 becomes 5. So let us have now 5 multiplied by x and 20 multiplied by 3. And divide both sides by 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4. And 4 times 3 is 12. And this will be the value of x. And to find the value of y, let us have HI, which is corresponding to BC, and then IJ, which is corresponding to CD. HI is 25, IJ is y, BC is 20, CD is 8. We can cancel 20 and 8 because they are divisible by 2. So 20 becomes 10, 8 becomes 4. So let us have 10 multiplied by y is 10y, and then 25 times 4. So let's divide both sides by 10. We can cancel 25 and 10 because they are divisible by 5. So 25 becomes 5 and 10 becomes 2. And we can divide 4 and 2. It will give us 2. So therefore, 5 multiplied by 2, the value of y is 10. Since we are looking for the sum of x and y, so we have now 12 plus 10, that is 22. And this will be the sum of x and y. This will be our answer. On number 40, if AB equals 2x minus 3, BC equals 2x plus 7, GF equals 3x minus 3, FE equals 3x plus 13, find the value of x. So to find the value of x, let us identify the given. AB, that is 2x minus 3. BC is 2x plus 7. GF, that is 3x minus 3. FE, that is 3x plus 13. So to find the value of x, let us have FE, which is corresponding to BC. And then let us have GE, which is corresponding to AB, or AC rather. So let us have FE, that is 3x plus 13, and then GE, that is the sum of GF and FE. 3x plus 3x is 6x, and then negative 3 plus 13, that is 10, and BC, that is 2x plus 7, and AC, that is the sum of AB and AC, or BC. 2x plus 2x is 4x, and then negative 3 plus 7, that is 4. So to simplify, let us have 3x plus 13 multiplied by 4x plus 4 equals 2x plus 7 multiplied by 6x plus 10. So let us have now 3x multiplied by 4x, that is 12x squared, and then 3x multiplied by 4, that is 12x. 13 multiplied by 4x, that is 52x, and 13 multiplied by 4 is 52. And then on the other side, 2x multiplied by 6x, that is 12x squared, and then 2x multiplied by 10, that is 20x, and 7 times 6x is 42x, and 7 times 10 is 70. So we can cancel 12x squared on both sides of the equation, and let us add this one. 12x plus 52x, that is 64x plus 52 equals 20x plus 42x, that is 62x plus 70. We can move 62x to the side of 64x and 52 to the side of 70. So it will give us 64x minus 62x equals 70 minus 52. So to simplify our answer, 64 minus 62, that is 2x. And then 70 minus 52, that is 18. And then let's divide by both sides by 2. So the value of x is 80 divided by 2 is 9. So this will be the value of x. On number 41, suppose I is the midpoint of hj if hf equals 3x, ie equals 5x, and jd equals 5x plus 12. Find the value of x. So let us identify the given. Since we have hf, that is 3x, and then ie, that is 5x, and then jd, that is 5x plus 12, we are looking for the value of x. Since hf and gh is equal, the measure of gh is now 3x. And then at the same time, ie is 5x, which is equal to gi. So if we have 3x here, this one is 2x because they are equal. Since I is the midpoint of hj, if the value of hi is 2x, the value of ij is also 2x. At the same time, jd, which is equal to gj, so that is gj equals to jd. So the value of gj, that is the sum of gh, hi, and ij, which is 7x, and then jd, that is 5x plus 12. So let us move 5x to the side of 7x. 7x minus 5x equals 12. And 7x minus 5x, that is 2x, equals 12. Divide both sides by 2. So the value of x is 6. On number 42, the diagonals of parallelogram ABCD meet at P if PA equals x squared, PC is x plus 6, and PD is 2x minus 1. We are going to find the measure of PB. So to find the measure of PB, let us illustrate the given. Since we have a parallelogram, so let us draw a parallelogram. And whenever you name a parallelogram, it should be consecutive. It should be A, B, C, and D. And since we have a diagonal meet at P, the measure of PA is x squared, PC is x plus 6, and then PD is 2x minus 1. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to equate PA and PC because they are congruent. So we have x squared equals x plus 6, and we are going to move x plus 6 to the side of x squared. It will give us x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. And then let us find the factors of this expression. So the factors of x squared is x and x. And what are the two numbers? If we multiply, we can get negative 6. If we add, we can get negative 1. And that is negative 3 and positive 2. And then let us equate this one to 0. So x minus 3 equals 0. And x plus 2 equals 0. So x is positive 3. X is negative 2. So which of the following values of x are we going to use? If you are going to substitute negative 2 on the value of 2x minus 1, you are going to have 2 times negative 2 minus 1. That is negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5. Meaning to say there is no negative measure. So therefore, the value of x that we're going to use is x is 3. Therefore, let us have 2x minus 1. So we have 2 times the value of x, which is 3, minus 1. 2 times 3, that is 6, minus 1. Therefore, PD is 5. And we all know that PD is same as PB. If PD is 5, therefore, PB is 5. And this will be our answer. On number 43, find the diagonal of the rhombus have length 10 and 14. What is the perimeter? So to find the perimeter of the given rhombus, let us illustrate the given. So let us have a rhombus with diagonal of 10 and 14. If the measure of this diagonal is 10, it will divide by 2. So this will be 5 and 5. And this one is 14. So this will be 7 and 7. And we all know that the diagonal of a rhombus is perpendicular. So meaning to say we are going to have a right angle. And to find the measure of this side, let us have the Pythagorean theorem. So let us represent this one as x. So we have x squared equals 5 squared plus 7 squared. So let us simplify. Let us have x squared equals 5 squared, that is 25. And 7 squared is 49. So if we are going to add this one, this will be 74. And let us square both sides of the equation. So the value of x is square root of 74. So the measure of this side is square root of 74. Since we are looking for the perimeter of a rhombus is 4s. S, that will be the side. So this will be 4 times square root of 74. So the perimeter is 4 square root of 74 units. And this will be our answer. On number 44, two similar triangles have perimeter 16 and 18. Find the ratio from smaller to larger of their areas. So whenever you encounter this kind of problem, all you have to do is to get the square of their ratios. And that's the answer. So for example, since we have 16 and 18, so let us write the ratio of two similar triangles, that is 16 is to 18. 16 is to 18 can be written in simplest form because they are divisible by 2. So therefore, we have a ratio 8 is to 9. Then what are we going to do is to get the square of each ratio. 8 square, that is 64. And then 9 square, that is 81. So therefore, the ratios of their area, that is 64 is to 81. And this will be our answer. On number 45, the sides of a right triangle have lengths x minus 2, 2x, and 2x plus 2. We are going to find the area. So let us illustrate the given. So if we have a right triangle, so this will be the right angle. So we have x minus 2, 2x, and 2x plus 2. So to find the area, we are going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So this will be c square equals a square plus b square. So let us have c, that is 2x plus 2, that is the hypotenuse, and a, that is x minus 2 square plus 2x square. And let us simplify. 2x multiplied by itself, that is 4x square. And then 2x multiplied by 2, that is 4x multiplied by the constant 2, that is 8x. And 2 multiplied by itself, that is 4. And on the other side, x times 2 itself, that is x square. X times negative 2, that is negative 2x, times the constant 2, that is negative 4x. And then, negative 2 multiplied by itself, that is positive 4. And then we have 2x raised to 2, that is 4x square. So let us cancel 4x square on both sides of the equation. And let's have 8x plus 4 equals x square minus 4x plus 4. And let us move 8x plus 4 on the other side. It will give us x square minus 4x minus 8x plus 4 minus 4. And then let's have x square negative 4x minus 8x, that is negative 12x. And then let us cancel this one. So this will be equal to 0. And then let us factor this one. So we have x and x minus 12 equal to 0. So x is 0 and x is positive 12. So we are going to take positive 12 and we are not going to get x as 0. And then let us substitute to this one. So this will be 12 minus 2, that is 10. And this one is 12 times 2, that is 24. And we all know that the area of a right triangle is area equals 1/2 base times height. So the base is 24 and the height is 10. Divide by 2. So we can divide 10 and 2. So this will be 5. And 5 times 24, it will give us 120 units square. And this will be our answer. Number 46. In a right triangle, the altitude to the hypotenuse divides the hypotenuse into segments with lengths 5 and 20. Find the length of this altitude. So to find the length of this altitude, let us illustrate the given. So if we are going to have a right triangle, so this will be the right angle, and we have the altitude divides the hypotenuse into 5 and 20. So let us represent the altitude as x. So to find the value of x, let us have x square equals the product of 5 and 20. So let us have x square equals 5 times 20 is 100. And let us square both sides of the equation. So the value of x is 10. And this will be our answer. On number 47, the sides of a triangle have lengths 7, 11, and 16. Find the perimeter of a similar triangle whose longest side is 24. So to find the perimeter of a similar triangle, let us have 24. And we all know that 24 is corresponding to the longest side of the given measure of the given triangle, that is 16. And let us represent the perimeter of a similar triangle as x. And let us have the perimeter of the sides 7, 11, and 16. So if we are going to add 7, 11, and 16, it will give us 34. So we can simplify 16 and 34 because they are divisible by 2. So 16 becomes 8 and 34 becomes 17. So let us have x multiplied by 8, that is 8x. And then 24 multiplied by 17. Let us divide this one by 8. So x is, we can divide 24 and 8. 24 divided by 8, that is 3. And 3 times 17, that is 51. And this will be the perimeter of the similar triangle. This will be our answer. On number 48, in triangle ABC, D is chosen on AB and E is chosen on AC such that angle AED equals angle B if AE is 9, EC is 3, D is 7, AD is 8, find BD. So to find the measure of BD, let us illustrate the given triangle. So let's have triangle A, B, and C. If D is chosen on AB, so this will be D, and E is chosen on AC, so let us connect this one, and angle AED, so this will be angle AED, is congruent or equal to angle B. So the measure of angle B and angle E are congruent. And then AE, that is 9, EC, that is 3, D is 7, AD is 8, and let us represent BD as X. So in order for us to understand more this question, let me separate the two triangles. So let me have triangle A, B, C, and angle or triangle A, E, D, because angle B and angle E are congruent. Therefore, AE, that is 9, D is 7, AD is 8, and AC, that is the sum of AE and EC, that is 9 plus 3, that is 12, and AB, that is the sum of AD and BD, that is 8 plus X. So to find the value of X, let me have 8 plus X, which is corresponding to 9, and then 12, which is corresponding to 8. So we can simplify 8 and 12 because they are divisible by 4. So 8 becomes 2 and 12 becomes 3. So let us have 2 multiplied by 8 plus X equals 9 times 3 is 27. 2 times 8, that is 16, plus X equals 27. And then we are going to move 16 to the side of 27. It will give us, so this will be 2x rather. It will give us 2x equals 27 minus 16. And then 2x equals 27 minus 16. That is 11. Divide both sides by 2. So x is 11 over 2, or we can write as 5.5. And this will be our answer. On number 49, an equilateral triangle and a square have the same perimeter. Find the area of the triangle if the square has area of 36. So the first thing that we're going to do is to find the sides of the square using the area. So the area of the square is S square. And then the area is 36. So S square. So let us square both sides. So the measure of the sides of the square is square root of 36, that is 6. And according to our given, an equilateral triangle and a square have the same perimeter. So if the side of the square is 6, so the perimeter will be 4s, that is 4 times 6, that is 24. So this will be the perimeter of a square. So meaning to say, the perimeter of equilateral triangle, that is 24. So let us have P equals 3S. So this will be the perimeter of equilateral triangle. So perimeter is 24 equals 3S. S will be the side. Divide both sides by 3. So let us have S equals 24 divided by 3, that is 8. So this will be the measure of the sides of equilateral triangle. And to find the area, we are going to use the formula area equals S squared, square root of 3 over 4. So the value of S, or the sides of equilateral triangle, that is 8 squared times square root of 3 over 4. 8 squared, that is 64, square root of 3 over 4. And then 64 divided by 4, that is 16 square root of 3. And this will be our answer. So this will be the area of equilateral triangle. On number 50, in isosceles trapezoid STAY with parallel side ST and AY, ST equals 3m minus 7n, SA equals 3m minus 2n, TY equals 2m plus 3n, and AY is 3m plus 7m. Find m over n. So the first thing that we're going to do is to illustrate the given. So let us have an isosceles trapezoid. And then in our given, ST and AY are parallel sides. So this will be ST, AY. And the measure of ST, that is 3m minus 7n. AY, that is 3m plus 7m. And then let us have this one. So we all know that the diagonals of isosceles trapezoid are congruent. So therefore, SA is congruent or equal to TY. And SA, that is 3m minus 2n, equals TY, that is 2m plus 3n. And we are going to move negative 2n to the side of 3n and positive 2m to the side of 3m. So let us have 3m minus 2m equals 3n plus 2n. So to simplify, 3m minus 2m, that is m, and then 3n plus 2n, that is 5n. Since we are looking for m over n, let us divide this one by n. Let us cancel. So m over n is equal to 5. And this will be our answer. So I hope you will learn from this lesson. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless us all.